Crease. Let's get it. Mark and Will, yeah. Mark and Will, yeah. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know.
It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and
What's going on, people? Welcome back to another great episode of the Mark and Will Show. And of course, you got your favorite two hosts of the most, Mark and Will. What's up, my brother?
What's going on, man? On this lovely Monday
Lovely
holiday
Monday.
season.
Yes, sir.
Well, man, how you doing?
Hey, I'm very man. I'm not complaining at all.
And there ain't nothing wrong with that. You got the lovely,
And how was your day, though? First off, how was your weekend?
wild and crazy, man. It was action packed. Oh my gosh, bro. Woo-wee.
Hey, I told my wife, I said, this might be the first weekend me and bro ain't touched each other at all.
Woo.
I said, this weekend was crazy.
Hey, man, I'm gonna tell you what, bro. It's ugly sweaters. That's all I got to say, man. I'm
Ugly
gonna
sweaters.
just gonna leave that right there. Just put that right here, bing, and just
Right.
done with it. But man, it was good, man. It was good. Get to see some people, hang out with some people and shit like that. So, how about yourself, man?
It was, besides the working part, Pops had a little Christmas party for the kids and grandkids. And of course, Mark always got to be the one that got the most kids. It's ridiculous. But it is what. But I'm going to tell you what I did because I hit Pops and I was like, hey, NFL come on this weekend. They got Wi Fi. He's like, nah, they ain't got it. I looked at my phone and said, I got a hotspot. Took the iPad, had the iPad in the middle of the table, had while the games was on, going back and forth, dancing and enjoying myself. I'm like, golly, man. Y'all know what I do.
Uh, this weekend coming up is gonna be worse.
It's gonna be the
I
same
mean, it's gonna be
thing.
great for everybody who
Yes.
sports. I mean, you
Yeah.
baseball, football, college football, of course, the NFL
Right.
Saturday, all that good stuff, man. That's action packed for real, for real. Hey, man, I love that tree back up, bro.
I appreciate it. I ain't got nothing to do with that. That's our wife.
Hey, that's good. I love that. What's up, Shannon? How you doing?
Feels.
What's up, you sure? How you doing? Yeah, I love that, man. That's festive, man.
Holiday season's here.
Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about.
That's
All right, let's see what's going on. Hey, you guys, you know what the deal is. You know where to find us at. Mark and Will
there.
Show, pretty much across the board. MarkandWillShow.com. Get on at the Facebook group page. You know what today is Monday, so the polls went out.
Yeah.
Sure, you do that. And we definitely gonna hit about those polls shortly. So this bear with us, but hey, and follow
Right.
all that good stuff like that. You will not, you know what I'm saying, miss out on anything if you follow, because we definitely be on there working it.
What you said?
Also, we're gonna try to do a little FNC, I think Friday, something like that. So
Yes, sir.
try to get on there and rock and roll. We haven't been in a minute, so there's plenty of things to talk about. We'll definitely go ahead Friday Night Crew on YouTube. But
Hey, bro, this is the holiday week. When you said FNC, I don't know why my wife just started. She just got excited about it, but it's like, make sure you're on there when we get on.
oh my goodness. Hey, you know how I feel about that. You know how I feel. So
We gotta mess with them.
right. You know, will we have a Sierra sighting? We'll find out shortly. We'll find out shortly. We'll find out. We always like that, so that's all good.
Yes, sir.
Don't forget gaming.
It. I got some things going on at the house right now. I don't want all the drilling and the stomping in these games right now. So it will most definitely be back, hopefully tomorrow afternoon. I'm trying to get it going. I'm not gonna give y'all stuff like we raw and uncut, but this is too raw and uncut with these drillers in the back of the game. We're not gonna do that. But we will be mostly definitely be back. I got an Xbox. I will be playing Will soon on MLB 22.
Woo wee! I heard that.
My son lent me his Xbox, so
Uh oh.
I'm gonna
Uh
play it on there against Will. I might get beat the first
oh.
couple times, but I'm
Uh
trying to
oh.
stick in there.
Uh oh. Uh oh. Hey, yeah, man. I'm tired of beating up on the computer. Yeah, that'll be fun and all that.
Absolutely. And streaming on it, that's gonna be live.
Yeah, without a doubt. Hey, like we said, this is the high school section, real quick. A lot of tournament games and all that kind of stuff like that. So go to Mark and Will Show, Twitter, and the Facebook page. That's when you're gonna be able to vote for these kiddos. That's working, they shining, doing whatever they do, and public announcement number 2,000 or whatever.
30.
You know what I'm saying? Public announcements coming. Now look,
Yeah.
we doing this for the kiddos, big time.
Absolutely.
We recognizing people, putting in time and work to get these stats. These stats is not always up to date. These stats is not conclusive. And furthermore, we want to go make sure that anybody, as far as in the state, can get recognized. So, we put our leg work down and do what we have to do. If you don't follow us, you're probably going to miss a lot of the stuff. So don't assume somebody's not on the poll because we didn't do our homework or we didn't do this or we only covering certain schools. Because for you to say some stuff like that just shows that you really don't know what you're talking about.
Absolutely.
Because it's more county players and stuff represented on our polls than our own 502.
Right.
And if we really wanted to be hold it to our vest and only let PRP and mail shine, it'd be a whole poll of that. And it's not like that. So, and hey, cheer on the next kid.
Right.
Cheer on the next kid. Everybody can't get recognized all at once and stuff like that. Quit hating and congratulate these kids. Because maybe next week your child or your godson or whoever.
Right.
Hey, and it's just a lot of that. It's a shame that there's, a lot of negative stuff like that's going around because, as I recall, I don't think we're the only one doing it like this.
And you know so crazy. I agree with you so 100 because what people got to realize, like Big Bro, he takes time to look at these stats to get all these kids on her. So the kids that make it on her is rightly deserving to make it on her. But you might have a kid on her that you might not see because there's a lot of different retweets, Facebook things is going on, and you're not going down that whole feed. Just go down the whole feed and see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? We do it for the kids. It's not for the adults or the coaches, whatever the case may be. It's for the kids to get them recognized. That's what we are doing. So go down, look at the feeds and everything, what everybody do. You know what I'm saying? We're looking out for the kids.
For the kids, baby. For the kids. Not for you. For the kids. Like that. Right. Look, make sure you go ahead and vote. And all the thing about it, this week it's been extended and it's probably going to be like that for a minute. Basically, you got 2 days to vote. So the voting does not end till Wednesday at 3 p.m. around that time. So go ahead, vote. Show these kiddos love. Give us like Mark said. All you got to do is click on the Mark Will, then you'll see everything. You know what I'm saying? So
everything
is what it is. Hey, and it's raw on a cut, so we can have a conversation.
Absolutely.
Conversation.
In person, everything.
Let's go. Let's go. Check this out. We had a game yesterday. Louisville 77, Pitt 53. Let's see. It seems like they're bouncing back, man. It seems like the Louisville women are bouncing back.
They get there.
Yeah. And that's the thing about it. People realize, man, being a point guard playing for Jeff Walls is hard. It ain't easy. So once you got to get that down, then to be in a transfer period is different.
Right.
So it's gonna take
Right.
time to gel. They 9-4. They're still not ranked. They got knocked out of the post, but that's okay. They're gonna be fine. When it's said and done, they just gotta get that
Absolutely.
going because they deep. They got a lot of players, and he's like Rick in a way that just because you on my bench, just because you was a 5-star, 4-star high school player, don't mean you're gonna play. You gotta earn your right to play,
Exactly.
and that's what he
Exactly.
does.
And I agree with you with that 100. Like, don't count the ladies out. We gonna go make a hell of a run, knock some people out. It's just that it's damn near a brand new team, right? You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of transfers that came in.
Freshman, yep, all kinds of
We
stuff.
good. Them ladies is gonna be good, but keep
Patient,
supporting them.
be
Keep
patient,
supporting them.
be patient. And speaking of the ladies, the volleyball team got beat
Yeah,
the other day Saturday. Hey, man, hey, hats off to y'all though. Y'all got swept, but hats off to you guys for getting the chance.
absolutely.
Last year was Final Four. This year was championship.
Championship.
Y'all got another run in y'all next year. I hope so, because you just keep stacking
Yeah,
up in the
man.
building. So, hey, hats off to that program. I mean, nobody thought about Final Fours for the volleyball team
Right.
at all. And look at them, rocked and roll. So, hey, hats off to that program for taking care of business for U of L on that one, especially when you had programs that basketball wasn't doing nothing.
Right.
All
Right.
it was all kind of all over the place. You got Benedict Arnold who left that. So hey, it is what it is. Speaking of sports, Louisville. Let me see. Yeah, Louisville beats FAMU 61-55. Uh, I don't know. I think you was at work, right?
Yeah, I was at work, but I was looking. But my whole thing is like, okay, we
Yeah.
know what this season is. We know what the season is.
And
You
you
know
hit
what
down
I'm
the
saying?
head. You're absolutely right because the thing about it is, they spoiled everybody. The people, with that nice impressive win over West Kentucky, scored I think it was like 94 points or something crazy, 84, 94 points, something like 94 points. Um, that ain't how it's gonna be. How
Right.
you see 61-55 against weak teams or teams on your level is how it's gonna be. When you play good teams, you probably gonna take a loss because the same thing that happened all year long is happening in this game. You had L. Ellis doing turnovers, all kinds of stuff, gunning. I mean, it's a mess. But Sidney Curry, he showed up. He had a double double. He did his thing, man. He had 19 boards. You know what I'm saying? But the crazy thing is this. Back in the day, he say, "FAMU, Florida A&M. How are you playing them?
Right.
No. But a lot of people going to these schools, historical black colleges, and they ballers and stuff like that. And like Louisville don't have no guards.
Absolutely.
Louisville ain't got no guards. If you got no guards, man, I'm not scared of y'all. Man, they was pressing. Louisville had, I think, a season high 22, 23 turnovers.
Jesus.
I would press Louisville nonstop. Soon as they come running down the tunnel, I'm pressing them. I'm like, come on, let's go.
Right. I'm right there on you.
Yeah, you only got one ball handler, and then the other one you really don't play. And like for Fabio, like we said before, it's like you wanted him to get in early so he can get that rust, knock that rust off, so he'll be fine getting his
Right.
stuff. So he didn't do that. I don't know what you was thinking. I don't know what deals was made or whatever, but whew, long season. Let me ask you this, Mark.
What up, brother?
Over and under 5 games. Will Louisville win over 5 games or under 5 games?
Under.
Hey, bro. I'm with you.
I just don't have faith this year, dog. It's a wrap. This year is wash.
Right.
And me and you's one of them type of fans where we know reality. You understand what I'm saying? When you watch these games, you know reality what the case is going to be.
Right. Right.
We're not going to sit here and pump it up. We going to win the next 10 games. We ain't going to go on this show and say nothing like that. We still diehards, but we got to keep it real.
Yeah, keep it real. I mean, my whole concern is this. you will struggle with non-Power Five teams. And the Power Five teams you don't play, you got blown out.
Right.
Uh, ACC, if not the top, is top two, top three in the country. They got
Absolutely.
athletes everywhere. I just don't see. I don't even know where conference game wins gonna come from. To be honest, like
Hey,
Louisville's the weakest team in that conference, bro. Like
and we
really,
go over this schedule all the time, and I agree with you. I don't see it
I don't
either.
see it, bro. I don't see it, man. I see shellacking coming out. At least you got 2 wins, bro. You got two.
Absolutely.
Got 2 wins.
Look, thank God that the girls beat Kentucky.
Oh yeah, because that game coming on. That game coming on Saturday is gonna be whenever it is the last whatever. That's
Yeah,
gonna.
what you said.
And speaking of that, Big Blue lost to UCLA 63-53, and Wildcat Big Blue Nation is upset. They want old boy gone. Old boy meaning Cal, Coach Cal.
Oh, now they want Coach Cal
Want
gone.
him out of
That's their guy.
You know what
Now
it?
they want him gone.
The last 17 games against a ranked team, Kentucky's 3-14.
They want him gone, but y'all agree with him having all these one and dones.
Oh yeah, they love that.
If he didn't have all these one and dones, that certain teams at least stay together for 2-3 years, he probably have more rings. You just never know. You understand what I'm saying? If they stay together, but
But
everybody's playing 1 year ball.
But see, that's the thing about it. For the past 2 to 3 years, he done had senior leadership. He done had juniors, right? And
Yeah,
he still bring them in, but he plays certain people. You know what I'm saying? And that's when you get people transfer, get out
he
of
got his
there,
favorite.
and all this kind of stuff. Well, it's probably contracts, probably on the contract. So, so you know what I'm saying? Like for instance, you had the number one,
Yeah,
number two recruiting class that came this year, right? You have Wheeler, who I love as a point guard. And you got the best player in college basketball to come back. And the game, and you guys are not doing what you're supposed to be doing. That's not good. That's not good, bro. That is
they are.
bad, bad business. And so they kind of upset. But
Right.
see, you can't have it both ways. You can't be mad at him, and then all of a sudden you like to recruit him because we bring
Yep.
the number one, number two players and stuff like that. Well, the
Right.
difference is these other schools are doing it and they winning. They winning. You gotta
They
win.
win it. That's all that matters.
And then
They're winning.
Kentucky's, and then, you know what though? It's kind of like Alabama and Kentucky's about championships, man. It ain't about going to the tournament,
Right.
it's about winning the championship. They ain't doing that, so that's not good at all. At all. Fenway Bowl. Louisville decided to go ahead and unleash a whipping on Cincinnati.
Hey,
And the crazy wait. And the crazy
go
thing
ahead.
is this. The crazy thing is this. This thing, if the offense had a real quarterback, Louisville would have
Right.
blew the doors off it, man.
Right. So, of course, I'm at work. If you
Right.
watch the show, I'm at work. And we sitting here trying to keep up with it, but we got so busy, we lost track. So I'm sitting like, damn, we won. So on break, we go on break. Everybody's talking about Cunningham, which Cunningham, do what you do. You had a nice career at Louisville.
Right.
But I came up with something, and everybody was like, wow, Mark, you right. I said, now, if this dude didn't have that 17th year, well, he caught Lamar in anything.
No. No.
He didn't catch Lamar in nothing. He kept coming back because he wanted them stats. That's my personal preference that I think. I mean, you had the COVID year, which you got. That's cool. You understand what I'm saying? But it's like you was chasing Lamar. You not him.
I'm gonna say this. Two things. He kept coming back because nobody wanted him in the league. I mean, that's so he just kept using his eligibility, and I don't blame him. That's cool.
It
And
is cool.
but that right there, okay. How many quarterbacks did Satterfield bring in while he was here for 4 years? Right?
Facts.
Because
Facts.
Cunningham was Petrino's.
Right.
My man that's at Florida State, he was Petrino's. So he didn't bring in any. Now he got some people on that sideline that's go. You bring in Conley, who decided he don't even want. He just want to coach. He just said, Then you bring in Dolman, who done been to 6 colleges, who is one of the worst quarterbacks I've seen. It was so bad that they had the wide receiver throwing passes. He had a pick. I mean, granted, the staff, you know what I'm saying? It was like a lot of support staff that was,
Right.
had it together. But, hey, Cunningham, see you later. You broke
Bye.
a lot of records, but this put this way. In 5 to 10 years, nobody's going to remember him.
Woo!
Nobody's
I
going
got
to
him.
remember him.
I got him.
Because it's empty stats, right? You know how they say empty calories? It's empty. It's empty stats. Those stats didn't mean nothing. What was your winning record? What was your record at Louisville when you played quarterback? Did you ever complete a whole season at the quarterback position? No, you were always hurt. So my thing is this: when Satterfield can't bring a quarterback and that let you know he wasn't trying to stay at Louisville.
Right.
Any coach that would bring the position that you played in college football, quarterback, the position that you used to coach before you became a head coach, quarterback, but you didn't bring a quarterback in. Come on, bro. I mean, so that lets you know he had a foot out the door anyway, bro.
He was already gone.
He was already gone. He wasn't looking for no long term stuff, and that's cool because sometimes people it's not a match. It's not a match, and that was not a match at all.
Agree.
That was a filler, and thank you, Cincinnati, for go ahead and paying Louisville to
Get him
take
out
their
of here.
coach, so they can go ahead and get a coach that they like,
Right.
who's already rocking and rolling in the transfer portal and commits and stuff. So Satterfield, but I will say this: Josh Hurd, the AD for Louisville, can you do us all a big favor? This is a real big favor. Put Cincinnati on their schedule. That'd have been the deal for me. I'd be like, oh, besides y'all owe us money, we want to make sure you guys play us in football. Home and away, brother. Every time he's on that sideline, home and away. We need that. We need that.
Absolutely.
And the crazy thing, I think if East Carolina open up, he's going to take that, dude. He wants to get back home.
Right.
He wants to get back home. That's cool. Who cares? All right, man. Hit him with some of that basketball scores, man.
Oh, yeah. Sunday, December 18th, we had the Lakers who took down the Wizards 119 to 117 on the last second shot.
Ooh.
Magic's beat Boston 95-92. That's shocking. Knicks is still on the road. Beat Indiana 109 to 106.
Mm.
The Nets, KD got them rocking. Beat Detroit 124 to 121.
Okay.
Golden State beat the Raptors 126 to 110. Timberwolves destroyed Bulls 150 126. Nuggets beat the Hornets 119 to 115. There is no defense. I don't care. Today, Monday, December 19th, Cavaliers is up on the Jazz 62 to 49. You got Philly up on Toronto 60 to 46. ATL is up on the Magics 59-55. It's a lot of games on today. Spurs is up on Houston 23 to 16. Tie game, Yo Peoples.
Who's there?
Dallas and Timberwolves 18-18.
Okay.
Milwaukee is down to the Pelicans 17 to 16. That game just started. Trailblazers, OKC. Trailblazers up 20-13. Then you got the late games, which LeBron, they just said he's not playing.
He's not?
Lakers and Suns, Hornets and Kings.
Ooh, wee. All right, so let's go on and get in the standings real quick. Up-to-date standings. Eastern Conference, Atlanta. You have the Celtics with a 3-game lead over the Nets. Like Mark said, the Nets are coming. So, hey, let's go. Let's get it.
They go.
Let's go. In the Central, you got the Bucks with a 2-game lead over the Cavaliers. I hear you, Cavaliers. Proud of you. In the Southeast, you have the Heat with a half-game lead over the Hawks. Hawks are still trying to do their thing, but that's just going to be a scrum fight the whole thing.
Right.
Going to be really an outstanding team on that one. Western Conference, Northwest, you have the Nuggets with a 1.5-game lead over the Trailblazers, 2.5-game lead over the surprising Jazz, 3.5 lead over the Timberwolves. Pacific, you got the Suns with only a 1-game lead over the Kings. 1 game lead over the Clippers. Oh, okay. Okay.
Absolutely.
3.5 over the Warriors and 4.5 over the Lakers. All right. South,
Right.
we got the Grizzlies with a 1 game lead over the Pelicans. I hear you, Zion. Before we go to the mighty league, what did you think about John Moran getting kicked out for talking to a fan?
And you know what's so crazy though, bro? After he got kicked out, he FaceTimed his daddy and went to the fans talking to him.
Right.
So it wasn't no bad
Right.
talking back and forth. He just talking to the fans.
Yeah, that's sad.
And the crazy thing about it, he probably told them, I got some tickets for you. You come to the next one.
Right. You know what? You really need to go ahead and start penalizing some of these refs for these bad calls and stuff.
Dude, like, why kick the star player out?
I mean, what why kick anybody out talking to a fan? It'd be different.
Just having a conversation.
It'd be different if he was being disrespectful to you, to the fans. Like, man, you know what I'm saying, talking stuff about this referee. That's different. But this talking, come on, man. That's horrible.
They probably told Ja Morant, hey, you should have dunked on him next time. And he's going back and forth, and they took it the wrong way.
And that's crazy.
Because they was Memphis fans.
I know. Super fans. So, yeah,
right.
that's nuts. It is what it is. That's nuts. It's the NBA.
Yeah, you ain't lying because it's getting out of hand.
All right, tonight, don't forget it's Monday Night Football. We got the Rams versus the Packers. Do we got an update? Have that game started yet?
It's the second week in a row where I say 0-0.
Goose eggs. Yes, sir. Who you got?
0-0. 8 minutes left
game,
in
man?
first.
You think the Packers gonna go ahead and cover this?
At home, I would think that they would, but it's the rest of the season. We only got 3 games left. 4 games left. Baker Mayfield's probably gonna win 2 out of the 4.
That's good for him.
Right, because it's possible that he's gonna win this game on some old crazy good luck stuff in Lambeau. You understand what I'm saying? And then them last 2 he gonna lose.
The crazy thing is this: what if he gets hot? What if they win like the next 4 games, and he looks good? He's humming because to me, wait a minute. This is what I'm getting at. Because it's a system. It's a system. It's another one of these systems. And hey, Golf went to the Super Bowl. And don't get me wrong, Golf is balling this year. You got to give him his.
Yeah, you got to give him credit. Yeah,
big time. But it still is Golf. And if Baker, I don't know. I mean, Baker may be, maybe we can't reach our get Baker back and rolling and stuff like that. But let's just say hypothetically he did. Do you have a quarterback controversy with Stafford and Baker if he wins the next 4?
Yep. And you know why? Because it's a soap opera. You want it. And it's in LA. It's money. Do you want to see that? You want to talk about it? Absolutely. He win these next 4 games. Baker starts next year, first game. Period.
And they save money.
Right.
They save money. It is what it is.
I got the Packers though, but you just never know.
Right. Packers should go ahead and do it, but like you said, this is the league. You don't know what you don't know. Now you know. Let's get it. So we had a game Thursday, 49ers 21, Seahawks 13. 49ers in the beginning. I mean, man, that was a well-oiled machine. Then all of a sudden it got kind of iffy in a little bit.
I'm gonna say this because I wrote a lot down today because it's like I got to talk about some things. This game right here was George Kittle's coming out party because he ain't had it all year.
He rolled
at all. He gave me 25 points in fantasy. Thank you,
Kittles.
And then you guys, San Francisco's defense, they stepped up this week. Geno wasn't the Geno that we saw in the past couple of weeks. And the crazy thing about it, we knew that it was going to come to a stop eventually, but not against the 49ers with the backup quarterback.
Right.
Third string quarterback at that. You know what I'm saying? But it was a good win for San Francisco. Keep winning out.
But
See what y'all do in the playoffs. Because dude's coming back, but do you bring him back if dude keep balling?
no, you don't. I wouldn't. I mean, my whole thing is this. Well, the thing about it is, with Purdy, you just tell him don't lose the game. Don't lose the game. Dude can throw it. He's in another system. System is great, but do not be a hero. You know what I'm saying? Let's rock and roll with this. Our defense is Super Bowl caliber defense. Do not put us in a bad position. Point blank. Seahawks defense ain't that good. We know that. I mean, we've been
Right.
they haven't been good for years. So great win for the 49ers on the road, especially when Seahawks had to have the game. They had to have the game.
Absolutely.
Couldn't get it at the crib, so sayonara, Seahawks.
That's on them.
Woo! Vikings 39, Colts 36, overtime, and this has got to be one of the worst collapses of all times.
You know what's so crazy, bro?
33
I didn't have them down on purpose. Only because I had a Colts fan who worked with me, and we hyping him up. I'm going for the Colts.
Right.
This lead is crazy. There's no way they come back. And guess what I did? Got on the radio and said Kirk Cousins is Kirk Cousins. And then what Kirk Cousins do in the second half?
He ate.
I said, this is ridiculous. This game is bad on the Colts' behalf because it's like y'all was rocking. Y'all had them on the ropes and couldn't knock them out.
33-0 at halftime.
But if the Vikings want to get that number one seed, they got to win out and hope that Philly lose out.
Right.
So they're still in a rough position. They can still go to the playoffs and lose first round.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't trust Minnesota.
Nobody. They don't trust themselves. They don't trust themselves. I mean, and then the Colts. I mean, 33-0. Come on, man. That's embarrassing, big time. You know, we had a lot of teams to lose and stuff like that, but 33-0.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
In the league, you told
it only scored 3 points in the second half,
and you really shouldn't have to score anything. You know what I'm saying? That's the crazy thing. Like, dude, you gave up. Oh my God, it's 39 points, bro, in the second half plus overtime. That is ridiculous.
Absolutely.
That's embarrassing, man. I mean, but you know what, Colts? Hey, your season has been a mess anyway. And like you said, with the Vikings, nobody's like. I hope they're the number one seed. I hope Philly and them don't do it. I would love to get a chance to play them in the number one seed because they're not good. Like, they're not.
Yeah.
They are not good. Every team loses. Every team does some stuff that you be like, scratch your head. But no one's even Vegas was not with them. You know, they was only like a 2-3 point favorite at home.
Right.
But I tell you, Vegas know what they're talking about because ridiculous. But hey, sorry, Colts fans. I know it's tough on you.
What you said, Jeff Saturday, your days is number, baby.
Ralph, Browns 13, Ravens 3. What you got for us?
My division. I got that written down. My division. First off, Tucker, got you in my fantasy. You missed a kick, and you got a block kick. You suck. I'm over it. Yeah, I'm missing money because of you. But what this game was, Cleveland's defense stepped up. But my question is this to you. If Lamar plays, would it have made a difference?
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Would it really have made a difference he played?
I think so. I mean, 13 points. So you got to look at it this way, too. So they only gave up 13 points at the Browns. This Lamar, the threat of Lamar is just ridiculous. You know, you have to you ain't respecting who was out here, Anthony Brown, Hutley. You ain't respecting them cats. You ain't respecting. I don't care what color they are. I don't care what they run and all this kind of stuff. They're not Lamar Jackson. Lamar can definitely get you more than 3 points against Cleveland. And right, Cleveland was rock and rolling, but how easy is it when you have Utley back there, and then who was running the ball? Dobbins, who looked good last week, he still had 125 yards, something like that.
Yeah, he balled. He just didn't score.
Yeah, they can't get it in there, and that's because he ain't Lamar. He ain't Lamar.
The thing is with me with this is because for one, it's a divisional game. We get
Right,
it. They
be
know
tough.
each other.
Be tough.
And they know each other, stuff like that. I would have ran J.K. Dobbins at least 39 times. He still had over 100 on this team.
Right.
And Cleveland have a decent front,
Oh yeah,
nice little front or
they,
whatever.
they do.
I would have ran him because Gus ain't doing it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you got to do something different because clearly Duke can't throw the ball like that.
Nah, I can't. Mm-mm.
But it was a good win for Cleveland. I'll take my hats off to him.
Right. I mean, the stats look like twins out here. So I mean, it looked like neither one was really doing too much, except one
They try to do
had TD and the other one didn't. That kind of stuff. So hey, like you said, Brent,
that.
good. Hey, way to go, Browns! Wow. Woo! Bills 32, Dolphins 29.
I most definitely wrote some stuff down on this one. Allen, why does he keep running the ball like a running back?
Trying to get hurt.
They gonna get that man killed. Once the playoffs come, somebody gonna put helmet to helmet on him, and he's done.
Right. Right.
Weather, I really couldn't. After really watching the game, you can't blame the weather because Miami wasn't there and they played their game.
Right. Right. You're right. Miami had the lead.
Miami had it, and then the last drive of the game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, NFL so tricky this year, dude. Dog. Like, they make it so easy for us to talk about because it's like nobody's dominant, like you've been saying all year.
And that's, what the thing about it is, man. And you remember we said it Thursday. Who did we think needed this game more? And that's why. And the Bills definitely because they chasing that number one spot. But hey, hats off to the Dolphins because they needed it too. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, they did.
They needed it too. They 8-6 and they got the Jets, New England back there only one game behind.
Right.
Hey, Bills. It's open. Like I said, it's wide open. I don't think anybody's scared of the Bills either.
I most definitely wouldn't be.
I think 4 weeks ago, people might have would have been, but everybody's seen a lot of kink in their armor that.
I could go in there and beat them.
Right.
It don't matter what the weather is.
Right. Because that defense is not like that at all.
Yeah.
Next up, we got the Eagles with a nice road win against Fields and Company. The Birds, 25-20.
I'm kind of upset that I didn't get to watch this. I'll talk to you about that after the show because it had some account issues going on, but I got it back.
Okay.
But what this game is, Fields had 2 interceptions, right?
Right.
The Birds, you got to capitalize off of that.
Right.
You got to capitalize off that. If you do, you win the game.
Right.
And he got hurt.
Yeah.
So now, I mean, you got what? They got 3 games left. 3 games left or whatever. So what do we really look at as far as the Eagles if he don't come back and play? Do we still look at him as a threat?
Oh, no.
We sit there and be like, all right.
He's probably going to be out 2 games. He's probably going to be out about 2 games. It could be 3, depends on that situation. You really want him to play. You got to have him to play because say you lose to Dallas on Saturday. So that's only a 1-game lead over Minnesota. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't afford to have him out all these 3 games. You maybe can get away with 2. But I don't think all 3. And the thing about it is when he got hit and the guy came on, threw all his body weight on his shoulder, that was like in the 3rd quarter. And dude continued to play, and I was thinking, man, dude was moving kind of gingerly. You know what I'm saying? So he was running and things like that. But in order for that Eagles offense to rock and roll, you got to be able to throw that too. So
Right.
this is very crucial, and this is what Mark was getting at before with Allen. You can't continue to run these quarterbacks like this, man. You can't
Right.
continue to do this. You're only putting them in danger. They get injured,
Arms way.
kind of stuff, and it showed his head because a team like Chicago is going to play you tough anyway at home, and they try to be nasty, smash mouth football, and they got him. We're gonna see. We're gonna see because that Dallas defense, their defense is going to have to really show out.
What you said.
They're gonna have to show out. No ifs and buts. Show out. And Fields and them, just give that man some weapons, so he can go ahead and do what he got to do. They didn't capitalize like Mark said, like they had a chance because they went up and they just couldn't punch it in. They couldn't do nothing because the Eagles is giving gifts away. So hey, it's the season to be, jolly, and they was giving it away. So
Right.
it's what we're gonna see. Falcons get beat by the Aints, 21-18.
First off, your coach get knocked out the game on practicing. So you got a linebacker coach coaching. But I'll take my ATL. Y'all tried. Y'all brought the rookie in. He's a rookie.
Right.
Rookie make rookie mistakes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But Saints wanted it more. Two bad teams to me in the same bad division. So it really didn't really make a difference. You know what I'm saying? Saints got the win, but I want the rookie quarterback get more reps to see if he can really be in the NFL or not. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He played her, so I'm rooting for him.
Right. Talcum Powder had a nice play, man. He had a TD. He did his thing on that one.
Yeah.
The utility guy. The $20 million utility guy, which still
Right.
my mind even says that. And Andy Dalton is Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton is Andy Dalton. Hey, look, like Mike Mark said, this is what Mark's talking about. This is what he means about this whole scenario. What he just said, I want you guys to pay attention. The NFC South, where the winner goes to the playoff, and actually is going to get the 4th seed. Tampa Bay is 6-8, Carolina 5-9, New Orleans 5-9, Atlanta 5-9. Only one game separates everybody. Period.
Right.
I'm cheering so much against Tom Brady and them right by now because I just want to go ahead and just end this one, and we'll get in that shortly. But the Aints is in there. Like everybody's alive in that division. Everybody. Speaking of somebody who's rolling, the Lions, Tigers, and Bears. Oh my, 20, Jets 17 at the Jets.
The Lions is crazy because they're still in the hunt as far as getting the playoffs, right?
Yes, thank goodness.
And they're balling lights out right now. They believe in the coach. Like we talked about last week, that they started running back got hurt, which is the rookie,
right,
who was balling and stuff like that. The defense is waking up. The offense is trying to hum. But with this game, I got on my pad clock last drive.
All right.
Jets was so horrible on that last drive. You didn't utilize your timeout like you were supposed to.
Right.
You utilize them like you're supposed to, you might win the game. But like I said, to the death for me, Detroit gonna build my list to win every game every year from now on. I don't even care. But Detroit is humming. Detroit went in there and did what they're supposed to do. Goff didn't have the greatest game, but guess what Goff didn't do? Throw an interception.
Right. Didn't lose it. And on that,
he didn't turn that ball over.
on that last drive or whatever, that scoring drive, he rocked and rolled. So he did what he had to do. You know, what's impressive, really, both these teams. Hats off to both of these teams because nobody expect them either one of them to be 7-7 and sniffing at the playoffs.
What you
Big
said?
man. I mean, in this good hard nosed teams that are playing
Football.
for their coaching. They play for their coaches. Both teams are playing for their coaches, and you just love to see that, man, because they're gonna give they all. Both of these teams. So somebody had to lose
Absolutely.
this game. Jets had to. So But the funny thing is this: when you look at the NFC North, right? You got the Minnesota 11-3. Then you got Detroit 7-7. Points, right? Total points scored, basically, right? Minnesota 351, Detroit 369. They're the highest scoring team in their division and one of the highest scoring team in the league. I'm telling you, people don't want to see them, man. They don't want to see that. Lord, they don't want to see that. Wait a minute.
Right.
Big time. Next up, Steelers 24, Panthers 16.
Only thing I got in my notes with that, it's a win. I tell everybody every day when I get on this show, Mike Tomlin's first losing season could be this year, but you never know because bruh keep having faith in this division, which I don't know why, because this division is just sucky this year. But we got the win. It was cool. Our rookie receiver George is going to be a problem once he really get that experience down. That catch that he made Sunday was like a grown man catch. And people didn't see it. Go back and watch that. That man's
Well,
something special.
bad
We
boy.
got two running backs. We special. We got a 1-2 punch. They're good. Offensive line is young. They gonna start gelling next year. I'm looking forward to next year. We just right now trying to get the pieces together, trying to figure out where everybody gonna lie and lay at. But it was a great win. I ain't gonna take it from him. I want to win out or whatever. So Mike might not have a losing season, but at the end of the day, if he do, it is what it is. A learning lesson.
And bad about it is, it's kind of tough in that division now because you got Cincinnati humming, they 10-4, Baltimore 9-5. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Both of them are fighting, gonna get in the playoffs or whatever. Um, I'm mad at the Steelers because y'all won this game, and I'm gonna tell you why I'm mad. Because I want Carolina to go ahead and get in the playoffs. I don't want Tom in the playoffs. not because the natural rivalry between Dallas and the Steelers is that, man, I don't need y'all be knocking them off like that, man. I'm trying to get Tommy Boy up out of there, bro. I'm tired
Hey,
of that.
bro, you something else, dog.
I can't get him out of there, bro.
You something else,
That,
dude.
that stuff is getting on my nerves. Like, it's ridiculous. Let's go and end this, like, finally.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing, man. But now, any road win is good. Carolina had played good, solid to good the past couple of weeks and stuff
Right.
like that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, went in there, play that smash mouth football like you guys do, and came out with that W. So that's what matters. And the young boys are getting the reps to go ahead and get this learning experience. So,
All that matter to me.
yeah, I know that's right. I know that's right. Chiefs 30, Texans 24, final in overtime. Before you start on this, Mark, I want to say this real quick. See, people thought I was just blowing smoke last week when Dallas played them, and this hey, just get a win, however you can, because Lovey Smith's teams are going to play hard anyway. They're going to play hard,
Right.
and they may have the worst record in the league, but you don't want to play them. I'm just saying. Go ahead, Mark.
I'm gonna say this because the Texas they gave everybody the blues
Yeah.
all year. They done gave people the blues and people done wrote them out and stuff like that. I got with this game. This game was crazy because there was just so much going on. This game was so much going on to the point where it's like I don't think we should really fear Kansas City neither.
Mm-mm.
You shouldn't fear Kansas City neither, but only thing you need to fear is that two-headed monster they got in that backfield. Because you got one who would go out wide and get catches, and the other one who's just going to do what he do. You understand what I'm saying? But Kansas City don't fear you unless Houston is just missing a quarterback.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
that's
They
what
just
probably
missing the
is.
quarterback because they don't went to the Warriors with good teams, Cowboys, Philly, um, Kansas City. Like it's just high power offenses
Yeah,
that this defense done really took them there.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like Kansas City don't scare you, man, at all. And Texas is going to ruin somebody's season.
Look, you know what? The thing about it is, you kind of answer your own thing question, basically. When you said, "Are they? Is it they just missing the quarterback?" Yeah, I mean, you put Deshaun Watson on this team. You know what I'm saying? Before all that madness, they're not. They probably 7-7 themselves, something like that.
Right.
You know, and you did, and look, be leading the division, their division, if they was that way. Kansas City. The thing about Kansas City, Buffalo cannot lose. They cannot lose. If Buffalo, if Buffalo lose, then yes, you're gonna have to fear them because you're gonna have to go back up there. And granted, you have beat them before. They're Buffalo or whoever else, but in the playoffs is a little bit different.
brother, hold on real quick. Hold on real quick. I don't mean to interrupt you, but I'm looking at these comments from my cousin.
Hmm.
Our cousin is commenting. He said Kansas City is dangerous. I get it. Stop rooting for other teams because your Chicago Bears ain't doing nothing.
We said we have the number 2 draft pick, Birds for life. Top do what? Kansas dangerous. Do what? Kansas dangerous.
He going in right now.
I'm feeling it. I hear you. I hear you. Do your thing. Do your thing.
Love you, cuz.
But you know what?
Appreciate you.
The thing about it is, man, is that you have to make it where they're not playing that home field advantage. You
What
gotta
you said,
take it out.
because it's a wrap if they do.
Yeah, you gotta take it in the hands, and that's the whole thing. So
Yeah,
hey, Bills is
yeah.
not sitting nobody down. They're trying to
I'm
play
with
hard,
that.
and they got to because if they're not beating Kansas City twice up there. I'm sorry, they're not. They're not.
Hell no.
That's just how it goes. That's how it goes. The Department of Boring. Broncos 24, Cardinals 15.
Real quick, on my end, Mac McCoy got knocked out. You got two quarterbacks who started in the league,
Lord,
done.
yeah,
Don't know what's going on. If Russell Wilson come back, hell, they still got something going on in their division. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
it's like, great job, Broncos, but Cardinals, y'all in trouble.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is, but I mean, it's kind of disappointing too because all the talent they have, the firepower, that's not good, man. I don't know. It's silly. Y'all crazy. Uh, Broncos, hey,
I see you, cuz.
y'all crazy. All right, Raiders 30, Patriots 24. Should have went to overtime. What you got on this?
I almost was silent because this game was so stupid. Back and forth, defense, offense, defense, offense. Like, what are we doing here? Like, Adams, it's your first game that you probably had all year as far as like he only had less than 5 receptions. I don't think he had 3 receptions this game.
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying? You got Willer back or whatever and stuff like that. Y'all, you're not utilizing your weapons, which Bill Belichick can do that or whatever, right? But this whole thing is like just take the knee, go to overtime and see who wins.
Right,
But y'all had to be fancy. and try to do all the other dumb stuff and did what y'all did. It is what it is.
You know what's so crazy about this, Mark? I don't think that was scripted because lots of times when you see that kind of play, people are rotating over and all this kind of stuff. I think Stevenson decided, okay, let me go ahead and pitch this back, and then oh boy, threw it across the field like with nobody makes a pass all the way back there unless you got a wall. Only wall was back there was the Raiders. You threw it. I mean, I've never seen a game.
Right.
I've never seen a game in like that. I've seen a lot of stuff, but I've never seen on a getting in like that when all you got to do is go to overtime. Overtime, strictly,
That's it.
and that's sad, man. If I'm Belichick, bro, I might cut the boy, man. I don't know.
What you said?
He might get
Hold
cut.
on real quick.
Go ahead.
Mac, Big Cuz, I know my team is hanging on. I say that every week. And if you have been watching, which I know you ain't because you work so much and I love you anyway, I always root for your Chicago Bears. I always do. I mean, y'all just had a bad Sunday, brother. But I'll see you in person when you come in the city.
Titans 14, Chargers 17.
First off, Tennessee's coach, he's done.
Verbal is gone.
Yeah, verbal, he's
Yeah,
done.
he's
We gonna just go ahead and put that out there. He's done. If you don't with I believe you said it. You probably said this probably about 10 weeks ago. People need to watch the show. You said about 10 weeks ago, y'all got rid of y'all best receiver. Offense ain't gonna be nothing. They got rid of him,
right.
sent him to Philly. He going crazy. Now you ain't got nobody to throw the ball to.
Who does that?
You have nobody to throw the ball to, bro.
That's
So now we're gonna load the box up, even though Henry still do what he do,
right.
right? But certain teams gonna load the box up and he's not gonna be able to run. So what do you got then?
Sickening. It's sickening. It's very much sickening. Um, and the thing about, but you know what the scary thing about it to me is that as much as I love some Herbert and all this kind of stuff, please don't. The Chargers is barely beating people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They are like struggling just to beat teams that don't have no offense. Like I don't get it, man. Let's just go to the next. I know we're running on time, man. But let's just go because that's a waste. That is really a waste. That's a waste.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. Trust me.
Bengals 34, Bucks 23.
Tom Brady had all you fantasy people thinking that first half was promising. I keep telling y'all, this is the team that I hate the most. Is going to make noise once its playoffs come again. They're going to hum. And they said, oh, defense stepped up. Tom Brady fumbling. All this old crazy stuff, Cincinnati feeds off of that. Blew a hell of a lead. Cincinnati came back, won the game. It is what it is. Cincinnati, keep doing what y'all doing.
Hey man, good win for Cincinnati. Cincinnati is the class of the North. Um, people keep on forgetting about them. Everybody's talking about Miami, talking about the Chiefs. Like Mark said, we knew that they wasn't out. They got too much firepower. They had some people got injured, but they rocking and rolling big time. All right. Cowboys 34, Jaguars 40. Um, this right
Get
here,
out, bro.
yeah, this right here, solely on the defense to me. You got to make some changes. You done sign these dudes to practice squad, time to elevate them. When Brown got hurt as a DB, that hurt big time. Joseph is getting got burnt 3 times, had 3 TDs against him. You got to make a change. Granted, people want to see what gets on my nerves is all the haters as far as Dak. Everybody know I'm not a real big Dak fan, but I know you got to have a quarterback, and it might as well be him, whatever. But when these interceptions is bouncing off people's bodies and stuff, that ain't you. You know what I'm saying? It ain't you. So you live and learn. You done lost the division pretty much. So now you just gotta hope that You go ahead and take care of business. Cement. We in the playoffs. We got in the playoffs because the Commanders lost last night. But hey, we take it where it is, man. It is what it is.
What you said?
Heads off to the Giants. Giants 20, Commanders 12. Good, solid win for the Giants. Wait to
Yeah,
show up because
great.
I think they was going to show up, and they showed up without any receivers pretty much and did their thing.
Yeah, that's all I got to. A good win, divisional win. Do what y'all do.
Hey, we got a guest tomorrow. Check
Yes,
it
sir.
out. Make sure you guys vote. Y'all know what to do. Quit playing with it.
Please
Quit
vote.
playing with it,
Facebook,
Riley.
Twitter.
It's 8 p.m. Crease. Let's get it. Mark and Will, yeah. Mark and Will, yeah. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know.